like some evil entity was entering the castle and just floating straight to, I guess, the attic where Moon-young was sleeping. And as the camera was moving, there was a narrator, I think it was Moon-young, that said there was an evil witch that cursed the princess, and her father tried, well, he tried his best to not get the curse on Moon-young, but then the princess was pricked by the thorn of the rose, and she was cursed. And so it looks like, okay, so I don't know if she's actually cursed, meaning there is a little bit of fantasy into it, or curse can be a maybe a metaphor for her disorder. I don't know. It could be both, or it could be one or the other. And then that evil entity. Okay, so let's say that it is a fantasy thing and she is cursed. That means that that evil entity said, well, she said that I'm gonna kill the prince. And obviously the prince is Kangtae. So this is pretty much a Cinderella story where she needs the prince and his kiss to break the curse. Now let's say that it's more towards her mental disorder. She does have a antisocial disorder. She needs Kangtae to pretty much, calm her down, and I wouldn't say control her, but pretty much hold her in a way, in a positive way, to hold her. But also also Kangtae also needs Moon-young, because right now Kangtae, he's pretty much living a boring life, in the words of Moon-young. She called him a hypocrite, living a boring life, have some fun, which relates to at the ending where he said, should I have fun with you? So yeah, they do need each other. Now going back to Moon-young, her being cursed, I don't know if it's a fantasy thing or a mental disorder thing, or it could be both, but it makes sense from one end and the other end and both ends. So I get it. And then we get an introduction of, I forgot his name and I forgot his dad's name, but it's the guy who kept stripping and flashing. At first I was like, what the hell is going on? And when he was stripping and both of the nurses were looking at the screen, his ass was pretty much facing the camera, and I don't know if they were looking at it or if there's some more people looking at the screen, but man, they got a full view of the eye of the abyss. But anyway, oh yeah, and then going back to the castle, the haunted castle. So Mr. Lee was disappointed that Moon-young left, but also she was staying at the haunted castle. Well, he said that the castle was built by Moon-young's dad in a remote forest where his wife can focus on her writing. And because of the haunted castle, he said that because of that, the father is in the state of where he's at right now, and the mother as well. Now, I don't know where the mother is at. When in the episode, when it said that the evil witch cursed Moon-young, I was thinking the mom, but it looks like it's a separate thing. But it could be the mom, I don't know. It never said anything about it. The dad, on the other hand, I should have noticed that was the dad choking Moon-young when she was a kid. I should have noticed that. And the scar on his forearm, that was from Moon-young pretty much like putting her nails into his skin. So it makes sense why she doesn't want to see her dad. It makes sense that she doesn't want to, have a walk with her dad. So yeah, everything makes sense. And it also makes sense that we did get a flashback. I forgot which episode, but in a previous episode where that one dude was choking Moon-young, she said, choke harder, choke harder. Oh yeah, it was the dad of that little girl. It was the first episode. when he was choking her, he's like, choke a little harder, and then we got a flashback to a man choking Moonyoung when she was a kid. It was her dad. Again, I should have noticed that. But yeah, everything makes sense now. Wow. And now, I feel like Kangtae is... I kind of think this is the turning point where Kangtae is going to change a bit because of Moonyoung. Again, he was living a boring life after seeing the guy, you know, pretty much having fun. And he was imagining... Kangtae was imagining himself as if he was doing it, you know, being up on stage, nothing but some underwear and jacket, and just having fun. And yeah, he's definitely going to change and have some fun, which I think is pretty awesome. It's a good character development. What else is here? Oh yeah, the guy has a maniac syndrome. Oh yeah, that's what that's what they said, that he has a maniac syndrome. Oh yeah, it was a little trippy when like he was telling Kangtae about his thing at the club, and then he's getting chased, and then he's on the road, and then cars about to hit him, but then a big explosion, and it's like, whoa, that's a little trippy. What else? Oh yeah, a scene where Kangtae was changing, and then Moonyoung came out of nowhere. I kind of think she had glasses on, but I don't know, can't remember. But she looked at his eyes, and then she looked down, and then the funny thing that she did was, wow. I love that. Oh my god. Oh yeah, she also said wow when she was driving through that small little street. Her car hit a bag of peppers, and then she said, oh, that's a lot of peppers. Wow. Oh my god, her wow is like so adorable but also funny at the same time. Like Moonyoung right now, the character, she's like creepy but also very intriguing. Like, it's almost like the creepy things that she does makes you want to turn away, but at the same time, it's also her charm that makes you want to stick with her. You know what I mean? So good. Man, again, this was an interesting episode. We got some good information, like the background information for Moonyoung to pretty much to give us more info to where she's at right now, like how she got into this position. It was because of, yeah. So if you guys like my reaction, give it a like, comment down below, and subscribe. See ya.